Hello, in this video we're going to go over the detail installation for BetterView image. First thing we want to do is to make sure our display settings are correct. So I just right-clicked on the desktop and pulled up the display settings. As you can see, we have two monitors selected. And the first monitor one is our main monitor, which is set up as a notebook. Monitor number two we're going to say is our projector. And we've got the resolution of 1024 by 768. Make sure that you have on your multiple displays, extend these displays. Sometimes when you just connect a projector, it'll be selected for duplicate these displays. That is not what you want. You want extend these displays. And then everything will work the way we want it to. Now the other thing is, normally on your projector screen, you may have your title bar at the bottom, and we don't want this on the projector. We want it to be clear. So the way to do that is to right click on the taskbar at the bottom and go to Taskbar Settings. From Taskbar Settings, as we scroll down, we've got Show Taskbar buttons on all taskbars. Or Show Taskbar on all displays. We want to turn this off. And once we do that, on our remote screen, you can see we no longer have the taskbar there. So that's what you need to do to prep your secondary monitor. Now, BetterView image, I like to right click on this, resize, change it from medium to wide so that it shows up nicely. If the icon is not on the desktop, you can actually take this, drag it over and drop it on the desktop, and then I'm going to move that over to the side. So now we have BetterView image on our desktop. That's one of the ways of adding it there if you need to. You can do that with any Windows 10 program. Okay, so let's start things up, and we are going to continue with the setup through BetterView software image. Okay, so when image first starts up, we don't have any favorite graphics saved, but we're going to go into our setup menu here, which you click on the gear, and now we have our setup monitors. So if we needed to change something, as you can see, we have, it looks very similar to what we saw on the Windows setup screen. We have screen 1, which is our primary monitor, and screen 2, which is going to be our projector. So what you want to do is use the drop down here and make sure that you select your screen 2, which is usually done by default. We have the monitors are 1 wide. BetterView software can handle 1, 2, or 3 monitors wide on your main for your main display, which can be either stage monitors or projectors. The stage, again, would be that's your confidence monitor or stage monitor, as some people call it, and you would select which monitor you wanted your stage to be, and then same thing if you had your foyer connected to run announcements on, you would select what you wanted the foyer monitor to be. So now we're just going to close that. Song font, if you're running, that's the other thing I should show you, is that if you're running a low resolution, let's go back to our display settings here, display number 2. So if we're running a resolution of 1024 by 768, you're probably going to use about a 14 point font size. But if you go to high resolution, which is 1820 by 1080, or sorry, 1920 by 1080, then you're going to want to change your default font size here for your songs up to 20, because you want the font large enough so that you can see the songs as a default. Then after you've done that, you can just click the song font button, and this will change the font sizes for all the verses in all the songs that you have to whatever that font size is that you want or need. NDI source, this is when you have a camera connected, which could be a camera, it could be the NDI software running on a phone, such as an iPhone or Android phone or a tablet. You can actually pull that up and then use the camera icon here to display that image on your projector. So here we've got our church name, main phone's optional, contact name is optional, contact email we need to have in, BetterView key is not used anymore, and then here's our renew date. So if you have a live version, your expiry date is 2099. Over here in our nursery alerts, we can select our font size and color, as you can see here, for what we want the nursery alerts to show up as. We have spelling options, which are a future thing that we're going to show you next video. And extra, so we have text out, and as you can see we get little tooltips here all the time. So if we want to send our text out to a common place so that a video projector or video system can pick it up, I can pull up my PC. I have a shared directory here, and I'm going to say on my text out, I want to select that directory. So everything I show on the screen, I want to copy there. If I have a main graphic, I can set that, or fade to, all it would be an alternative graphic. We can set that. The main graphic is what shows when you start the system up initially. Other than that, you have your main colors, your stage color, and your foyer color for backgrounds, your text for your countdown timer, how long you want the countdown timer to be, and then your finished text. The other thing you need to do to set up is your screen setup. Reason for this is because BetterView software image is designed to run on all sorts of screen sizes and, as I said before, double wide monitors as well. The default, if you're just using one monitor or one projector, is just hit the single box here, and that will size your text to be full screen, but it will still leave room up here for your titles, which we'll get into in a later video. Here, if you have a large screen, you can actually split two text boxes top and bottom. You can also split two text boxes left and right. Again, this would be if you had a much larger screen, but we're going to stick to our single text screen and then just save that by closing the form, and we're ready. And again, we've got our on-off for the main display, but that also happens automatically. So if I go to a scripture and just pull up the first thing here, you'll notice that our monitor is off, but clicking on a verse, it automatically goes on. So there's your text. Now the next thing we'll cover in the next video is setting up your default graphics here. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day.